Hey, what's up? This is 2BD. I've had quite a few requests now for, what the heck I do and how I come up with the songs and sounds I do, because they end up sounding actually really good. It's just taken a lot of time to refine this process. I've been doing it for over a year now. But here we go. So the first thing we're going to review is this thing. It's basically a orchestra creator. The way I use it is it builds the parts of an orchestra. You can refine it however you want. It has like some presets that I built into it. This is all done with Python with some help from ChatGPT to create that application. So it creates all the different parts of an orchestra symphony. Basically, you can set a motif, the development, expansion of the sound to a climax, or however you'd like to do it. I change it up to just whatever sounds like what's in the mood. I can pick the key, the tempo, that kind of stuff. So right now you can see I'm just kind of typing in what I'd like to happen on this instance, and that's it. Once I get done with doing that, I'll click the generate prompt button. It'll create the prompt at the bottom there, and it will have like a big detailed prompt for what I can paste into ChatGPT. So I'll do that now. The second thing here is the 2-beat eater for Suno. I use this to, it already has presets built into it. So if you take that little MIDI and symphony creator tool I use to upload into the GPT tool, then it will translate it into a MIDI file. So that's what that's going to be doing. That takes a little while because it's pretty detailed. It says, hey, do all of these things, and I make sure that it doesn't return anything unless it's useful, because sometimes if you don't give enough detail to ChatGPT, it's going to return junk. So I just prevent that from happening. So that's what that's going on there. What you're looking at now is just a sampler preview application I built using ChatGPT as well and Python. It just goes through all my samples. I've done some scoring on it, so basically it will tell me like what's an F minor bass line, or what's a 170 BPM tempo drum loop. I have over I don't even know, 5 terabytes of samples plus a bunch of other MIDI files. I have tons of resources to work with. So basically what I'm doing here is going through and finding samples that I'd like to use in this track, find things that I think would sound good and together, grab 10 or so. Sometimes I just grab a 2 or 3, but in this case I'm gonna grab quite a bit more to give the Suno generator a lot more to work with. So that's gonna take a few minutes. So that's that. All right, and it looks like ChatGPT is done with creating the MIDI information that I need. So what I'll do is I'll take this, which is basically a MIDI file that's been converted into text, because ChatGPT can create MIDI files, but I found it's much easier to make it create the like a JSON similar formatted file that basically tells you where the notes should be placed. It's generating all of this based upon rules I've set up. So I'll take all those MIDI notes, and I'll paste it into this other application that generated the composition, and I'll paste it in here and save the file as a WAV file, so that I can also upload this file into Suno to see, to use. So Suno will use it as a guide for what keys and bass line, chords, to keep it in key with my intention, which in this case it's going to be C minor. So all right, this is now the request I send to ChatGPT to create the Suno prompt that I actually would paste into the lyric window. This thing's built, it's also public, so if you guys want to use this, I'll put it in the YouTube description at the bottom so you can see how to get to this You just type out what you want, what your BPM would be, what kind of song you want to be, what's your inspiration, that kind of thing. The more detailed you are, the better it is. You can even generate the MIDI file like I've done here. I can help with that if you have questions. But so I put that in there, I submit it, get my prompt. I've built some, I've had enough conversations with ChatGPT now to, detail what I want from it to give me, so it'll even give me things specific to the kind of music that I generally make. And even like I could say I want something now called glitch funk, which is like my own creation. So I put glitch funk in there, say, hey, give me that, and it will actually generate me a Suno prompt in that style. So I'll take that prompt and then paste it over into Suno. This part of the process is probably the most tedious and most annoying in the whole process of creating a track this way. So basically all those files I created or copied into my directory to upload to Suno, I have to do them one at a time. So the way you do that is you go and you create a playlist of what the song is, whatever, and you continue to do a audio upload and just save each freaking file. You gotta go one by one and wait for it to finish, because if it doesn't finish, it'll error out. So basically that's what you're seeing here, is me go through one by one, adding each one of these files to the playlist I created for this track. Many birdies, many tweeps. This next part, just I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys hear what I uploaded, so you have a good idea of where the sounds are coming from for the tracks that it generates. So I'll do that now. The last thing is to go ahead and let you hear the generation Suno made. My favorite is probably going to be BT Beat 2. I'll post the entire song on another video.